about the theme of the podcast.
Mistakes.
Major mistakes.
Major mistakes.
Failures, fuck ups, anything that you look back on and you think, my God, at that moment, I wasn't sure if I would be able to get through it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, cut to the morning after I called Patrick Milligan a fat faggot to his face in a blackout.
Booker of the Stand.
Yes, current Booker
of
the Stand.
This
Hey, Patrick. Shout out Cringe Humor. And waking up that next morning and being tagged on Facebook in like statuses of like recounting that instance that I'm tagged in. So like that like pit of like rock bottom was like was like a turning point. But so yeah, that night was a mistake.
do you know why you called him that?
I was in a blackout. Who knows? I mean, we were probably like, I probably thought I was being funny.
You had previously been sober too, right? And then you got back on the wagon. Oh
yeah, that was that I was sober when I was dating Keith of the Lucas Brothers for like probably a couple years, and then when we broke up, I had a gnarly relapse for like 6 months.
Into alcohol?
Yeah.
And more?
No, I mean, if there's blow around, if I'm already drinking.
Right.
What am I? What are we, children?
Yeah.
Come on. What are we talking about?
Back to boozing, kid.
So yeah, so that was, that led to, I got this tattoo, which says "Don't serve me" after that on my arm. Like that was just, but mistakes are so important. You have to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you fucking stink. Like you're boring. You're not evolved. Like you're not doing anything. You have to change.
Right.
So what was the blowback from that?
Oh, it was so brutal. I mean, I just like metaphorically, it felt like every day I was like digging a pile of dirt off my casket. Like trying to like revive my fucking life.
And before, were you cool with the Stand people?
I mean, yeah, but I wasn't passed or working or,
right.
You know what I mean?
Were you doing the roasts and stuff yet?
No, I don't think so. Maybe a little.
Okay.
Maybe,
it was pre-roast battle, maybe.
But maybe pre-roast battle, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, just like fuck it up before I even get a chance to fuck it up with my, talent.
There were comics involved in this as well. They were shitting on you, I remember.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
Oh, it was probably fun to shit on me.
No, but like after that happened, after she called Patrick a said fat blank.
I can say it because I'm gay.
And you also said it, and we're recounting.
Sure.
It's like a rap song.
Well, now, yeah, I mean, I think if you're recounting the context,
right,
it's fine to say.
Well, I mean, I think that's the severity of the mistake is really in that word. You know what I mean? Like, doing it in a blackout in like a shitty way. You know what I mean? Like not being funny, just throwing that word around, kind of shitty.
Right.
I think it is a mistake.
So when you said that on Facebook the next day, everyone was chiming in.
It felt like.
What did you say on Facebook?
I didn't say anything. I woke up to like multiple notifications of Kerryn was wasted at the Stand last night. Did this.
Did you remember doing it?
No.
Oh God.
And I had lost my phone. So this was like hours later when I had passed out at Micah Fox's house that night. Had to go meet a cab to get my phone. Then went back to my apartment, and it was just like, you know what I mean?
And was it all the Stand staff?
It wasn't the Stand staff. It was just it was Patrick, like, and rightfully so, like had tagged me, and like a few other comics like jumped in.
Interesting.
It's just like when you like fuck up before you even really get a chance to like start.
Right.
Right. And it's 100% because you drank. You know you're an alcoholic and you drank too much. So it's like it's just such a self-defeating sabotage style mistake.
Right.
Why did you call him what you called him?
I don't know. I think he was talking about his cat too much, like Star Wars.
And you're like, ha ha ha, you're a... And he's like, what?
He's like, what?
But
Who are you? Who are you?
But now you are one of the most common faces that I see working that wonderful
you're calling
club.
Me common.
No,
I think
saying
I'm special.
I should have said frequent. You're one of the most people that I see most frequently.
I love
there.
the Stand. The Stand's the best club in the city.
So you've clearly mended fences and even gone beyond that and are utilized by them so often. How did you get back into their good graces?
I think it was a lot of roast battles, winning and losing. Just sort of, I always was drawn to a lot of the Stand comics as well. So just sort of like staying in touch, wanting to work with them, like whatever it may be, doing their podcast, featuring for them. I just was always a big fan of the roster that the Stand sort of boasts.
Were you banned?
Yeah, but I would like find other ways to like, work with like those you know what I mean?
Produce shows.
Yeah, just
be
like
around. And how did you squash it with Patrick?
I'm not like a phony type person, and I'm not like a big like gonna put my tail so far between but I did in a sense just sort of like put my tail between my legs and just worked. And I was like just worked on getting funnier. And that's it.
You never were like, dude, I'm so sorry. I think
I apologized. I think I sent him a message like, listen, sorry, some blackout. I think I said sorry to like to his face, like not super long after, like sorry, but it's just like it's I think it's a privilege and a reward to like work a club like that. I think it's like you should really take it seriously and respect it. And so yeah, it took a minute and it took work.
Kerryn, how long were you like deeply depressed for after that happened?
Probably like a month.
And did you like think my career's over?
Yeah, it's like I sort of just grounded myself. Like, and I've had to do this a few times in my life where I just sort of you have to just get rid of every other thing, like, and just focus on go to work, walk your dog, go home, go to bed. And then slowly the next week you have more money because you're not spending it all on alcohol. And it's like, go to the gym, go to work, buy new shoes, go back home. So it just sort of like I slowly like you dig yourself out of it. The shoes took a minute.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is that like some kind of conventional move on from addiction thing?
No, I mean
describing because it's sounds like a good method.
That's just what I've always had to do with myself, and I think it has good and bad stuff. I do sort of like shut everybody out for like a week, and that can I think be shitty and hard to do to people who have been there for me. Like when I do relapse, and sometimes they probably want to hear from me and like want to hear me say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this again. I'm working on it. But sometimes I need a week to just sort of like show people like I already have 7 days. Like I haven't had a drink in 7 days. I'm coming to you with that. Like I've already started. Do you know what I mean? It's like